Hey guys, welcome back and happy Thursday. All right, guys, I know I've said this. I'm going to say it again. We have our first members only live tomorrow, Friday. I'm going to be posting it in the community tab today. We are going on a road trip to Orlando for Father's Day to go see my dad. We'll also be posting for members only a behind the scenes vlog of my family home, getting to meet my dad. If you didn't get to meet him in Nashville, he's a funny guy. I think you guys will really enjoy it, but that's for later. In the meantime, though, Radar Online came out with an interesting article talking about Todd and Julie Chrisley, who are amping up their legal team in an effort to overturn the guilty verdict in the tax evasion case. There's a lot to break down here, and that's exactly what we plan on doing. So before we jump in, if you guys haven't already, go ahead, smash that like button. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. And with that, let's jump right in.
It's time for all your binge-worthy pop culture news. Welcome to Up and Adam.
All right, guys, so it looks like Chrisley Knows Best stars Todd and Julie are working overtime to avoid being sent to the slammer for 30 years. 30 years is a long-ass time. Radar has learned that the disgraced reality stars have retained additional counsel to assist in overturning the guilty verdict reached by a jury earlier this month. According to court documents obtained by Radar Online, the stars have asked the judge for an extension to file the paperwork required to ask for a new trial. They said that the new legal team members need time to go over all of the legal filings in their criminal case. Now, this whole situation has been playing out since 2019. This has been a long time coming, and the fact that they were found guilty is huge because right now they can't leave their house unless it's to meet with attorneys, unless it's anything to do with like a family situation or an emergency. They have to stay home and they can't spend over $1,000 without getting it approved. They have a lot of restrictions, but they weren't immediately sent to jail. We do know that. And their new motion, Todd and his wife, also claimed to be having issues obtaining trial transcripts from the court reports. They said that they need the transcripts to put together their arguments. The court reporter has estimated that it will take at least 3 months to prepare the complete transcript of the trial, and that's what their attorney is claiming. Now, prosecutors accused the couple of filing false tax returns with the help of their accountant, Peter Tarantino, and the reality stars allegedly defrauded banks by submitting false information. The couple's attorney, Bruce Morris, told Radar that he was disappointed with the verdict and said that they expected to appeal. As RadarOnline.com previously reported, Todd and Julie are currently on house arrest while awaiting sentencing, unless it gets overturned, which a lot of times, and I spoke with one of our badass legal experts about this, a lot of times when they come to a verdict, it's really hard to appeal that verdict and overturn it. That rate is so low. So for them, this is definitely an uphill battle, to say the least. The couple is trapped inside their home at all times, except for work-related purposes, religious services, or medical treatment, and they are also allowed to have meetings with their attorneys. And they said, and any other trip must be approved by their probation officer. The court documents also stated that the couple will have to enroll in a location monitoring program, which includes the use of electric monitoring equipment or other location verification systems. Todd and Julie are also prohibited from spending over $1,000 without approval from their probation officer. RadarOnline.com, they were the ones who first reported the trial and the guilty verdicts, and that they were not filmed on Chrisley Knows Best. The fate of the show is up in the air due to the couple's criminal issues, and Todd and Julie have kept quiet since leaving court after learning about the verdict. Now, of course, they're not going to film the guilty verdict or anything like that for the show. That's a no-brainer. But my biggest question here is, what does the future of Todd and Julie Chrisley look like? I was going over this with someone who has been researching the Chrisleys, and the craziest part about this is that it was his former business partner who's the one who started all of this for them. Now, if they did in fact engage in these illegal misdoings, then that's on you. But apparently this came out because they had a business partner who Todd had an alleged romantic relationship with this man. And the business partner got pissed off and said, you know what? I know everything that's going on behind the scenes, and I'm going to report you guys. And that's what happened. But by reporting and handing over all of these documents to the feds and showing exactly what the Chrisleys were allegedly doing, I believe that this man is not going to get in trouble for partaking in any of it if he had any role at all. Now, Todd has come out and said, and this is per article, so I didn't hear it verbatim from his mouth, but we're hearing that Todd feels like this man is completely jealous of him, wants to be him, and that's why he's doing all of these things in order to hurt their family. At the end of the day, since they came out with a guilty verdict, a jury has now spoken on the trial. You know, like I think that this is going to be a hard win for the Chrisleys. And they have a couple of shows that they were supposed to be filming. Todd's supposed to be heading a new dating show. Chrisley knows best. We know that they've been picked up again. They're supposed to be filming. What is that going to look like? Are you guys going to be filming with ankle monitors? Are you guys not going to be able to leave your house or go on vacations? And if that's the case, and all of this just came out with the verdict and everything, does that mean that you guys will be talking about it on the show? We know that the latest season wrapped right before the guilty verdict, but if you're filming another season, will this be mentioned? Will it be brought up? Because now everyone wants to know about it. And if they film another season and they don't share anything that's going on behind the scenes, people aren't going to be happy with that. And most of all, I'm curious, what does the fate for the kids look like? Because if they are accused of these crimes, and they are found guilty and they are sent away to jail, then I'm sure that a lot of the assets will be liquidated. And that leaves the kids with whatever paycheck that they received over time while filming the show. So also to add to that, I don't see a show without Todd and Julie. Todd obviously was the breakout star of the show. We know this. A lot of people have speculated about his sexuality for the longest time. I don't think that that's necessarily fair to put somebody on, under that kind of light. But when you put yourself on reality TV, unfortunately, you put yourself out there for scrutiny. So there's a lot here to break down. That's why I want to hear what your guys' thoughts are. When it comes to overturning the guilty verdict in the tax evasion case, do you think it's possible? And do you think Todd and Julie have the potential to come out on top of this? Or do you think that they will, in fact, be facing up to 30 years? Is it a matter of time before they just go and get sentenced? This gives me anxiety. Okay, go ahead and comment below. And before you go, don't forget, we are going live today for the Real Housewives of Dubai and the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills with Jason. We're going to be breaking down last night's episodes. If you guys cannot make the lives, we completely understand, but go back, check them out, be a part of the replay crew, because last night, those were two banger of episodes. Like, the episodes were great. Both of them, they didn't disappoint. Dubai's getting better. And I have a lot to say about Lisa Rinna and Erica Jane, because they are stirring the hell out of that pot. Lots to break down. So love you guys. We'll see you so very soon. Bye, guys.